if you're thinking about buying the Apple MagSafe Charger because it promises seamless, super fast wireless charging with that slick magnetic alignment. Hold on a second. I've tested it thoroughly, and while it seems like the perfect accessory for your iPhone 12 or later, there's a catch you need to know before spending your $32.99. But here's what surprised me. This charger isn't as flawless as Apple markets it to be, and some serious problems might make you regret the purchase. In fact, what I found was quite the opposite of what you'd expect from Apple's premium branding. Stick around because I'm going to reveal the good, the bad, and the hidden quirks you must consider before buying this MagSafe charger. Spoiler alert, it's not just about sticking magnets and fast charging. Now, if you own an iPhone 12, 13, 14, or the latest 15, you probably love the idea of a charger that snaps perfectly onto your phone, charging up to 15W wirelessly. But that magnetic magic only works with those models. And if you have anything older like an iPhone 8 or an AirPods case, the experience is completely different because the magnetic alignment is non-existent. You'll get Qi wireless charging, but without the precise snap-and-go Apple sells you on. So who exactly is this charger for? It's tailored primarily for Apple's newest iPhones, but even then, it's not as perfect as the hype suggests. So is it worth your hard-earned money? Let's dive deeper. First off, let's talk about the design, which Apple nailed in typical fashion. It's compact, minimalist, and the integrated 1-meter USB-C cable means you can finally ditch those bulky cables. It works best with Apple's 20W USB-C power adapter, sold separately, which means additional cost if you don't have that already. But here's the catch. Despite the magnets perfectly aligning your phone, the charger's efficiency and charging speed can vary wildly depending on your setup. For example, placement matters more than you think. If the charger isn't flush on a flat surface, or if you have a thicker case, that nifty magnet won't charge as fast or even at all. So much for the snap-on and fast charge promise, right? I've seen users report that non-Apple or thicker cases make the charger struggle to deliver full power. That's a serious drawback because who wants to baby their phone case just to get a decent charge? Speaking of power delivery, Apple advertises up to 15W fast wireless charging for the iPhone 12 or later. But in practice, the MagSafe charger rarely hits that peak. If your phone is active during charging or you're using it simultaneously, expect significantly slower charging speeds. And there's a quirky heat issue. Apple's MagSafe charger heats up quite a bit, triggering your iPhone to limit charging speed to protect the battery. In effect, this charger can be slower than a decent wired charger, which is quite ironic for a wireless device marketed as fast. Think of it like trying to finish your work in a coffee shop with a slow Wi-Fi connection. Frustrating and slow even when you're supposed to be speedier. Now about compatibility. Apple's MagSafe is supposed to work like any Qi charger for older iPhones or AirPods with wireless charging cases. But the magnetic allure completely vanishes. You just place your device on top and hope for the best. No magnets mean no alignment, which often results in your device charging slower or not aligning properly every time. So if you're expecting that fancy snap sound and perfect alignment on your AirPods or iPhone 8, you'll be disappointed. It's kind of like buying a Ferrari but only driving it in first gear. Looks good, but not living up to the speed. And if you want to use it for AirPods, the charging case's flat design makes it wobble a lot on the circular charger, not the reassuring magnetic hold you'd expect. Here's a fun little joke for you. Why did the iPhone go to therapy? Because it felt pressured being wirelessly connected but actually stuck in a tangled charging relationship. Okay, back to business. Another issue I noticed is the cable length. 1 meter might sound generous, but in many setups, especially if your outlet is far from your desk or nightstand, this short cable is more restrictive than liberating. You could easily find yourself awkwardly balancing your phone on the charger while worrying if it'll fall off. Yep, magnets can only help so much. Another ironic problem Apple's MagSafe Charger users face is durability. The USB-C cable is integrated, so if the cable gets damaged, say from frequent twisting or bending, you'll have to replace the entire charger, not just the cable. This design choice, while neat aesthetically, makes repairs and longevity problematic. Comparing it to other wireless chargers on Amazon costing similar or even less with detachable cables, Apple's MagSafe could end up more expensive in the long run. Your wallet might feel like it's being wirelessly drained alongside your phone. Now, if you're a loyal Apple fan and only want the most seamless integration with your iPhone 12 or newer, the MagSafe Charger does deliver on a user experience that's hard to beat. The magnet's alignment is satisfying and feels kind of magical, which, let's admit it, adds some joy to charging your phone. But even then, that simulated magic fades quickly when real-world flaws surface. Inconsistent charging speed, heating issues, limited cable length, and expensive adapter requirements. It's a mixed bag, and knowing this helps manage expectations before you hit checkout. Here's another one. Why don't wireless chargers ever get invited to parties? Because they always keep things low energy. All right, last joke, I promise. What do you call a charger that doesn't work well? An unappling experience. Now, if you made it this far, you're probably wondering, is there any reason at all to buy this thing? Despite its flaws, the Apple MagSafe Charger shines in certain areas. It's reliable for casual daily use if you're not in a hurry, and primarily use the standard phone without a bulky case. The charger's sleek design means it fits perfectly on your desk or nightstand without clutter. It supports charging your Apple Watch and iPhones without janky placements, unlike some third-party wireless chargers. And the simple plug-and-play nature with USB-C means future-proofing for charging tech Apple is slowly transitioning to. Plus, the cable length of 1 meter is just enough for convenient bedside use without excess tangle hassle. For the tech minimalist who values form over function, this charger nails the design language Apple fans love. So here's the question. Should you buy it? If you rely on fast, consistent charging with minimal fuss and want the seamless magnetic alignment for your iPhone 12 or newer, the MagSafe Charger is a worthy investment. Just be prepared for the extra cost of the 20W power adapter and possible slower speeds if your phone heats up or you use a case. However, if you want the charger for older iPhones or AirPods, or if you're looking for maximum charging speed and flexibility, you might want to hold off or consider more versatile third-party alternatives on Amazon, which often offer longer cables, detachable designs, and comparable charging speeds at lower prices. Wrapping this all up, Apple's MagSafe Charger is a classic case of great design, with some real-world performance compromises. It's not the perfect wireless charger for everyone, but does hit the mark for loyal Apple users prioritizing integration and aesthetics. Just remember, flashy magnets don't always equal fast or reliable charging. If you want the best price on the Apple MagSafe Charger and want to see if it fits your setup, check the link in the description below. You can grab it for around $32.99 there, and I'll keep updating the link for the best deals. Remember, no matter what charger you use, always pair it with a quality power adapter for optimal performance. Thanks for watching. If this review helped you understand the pros and cons of Apple's MagSafe Charger, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more honest product reviews. And stay tuned. Next time, I'll compare this with the top wireless chargers on the market to help you pick the perfect one. Until then, keep charging smart and stay powered up.